Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. In this video we are going to be ranking 100 of my fragrances. Yes, it's got to that point where I've actually reached 100 fragrances, which is probably quite an addiction at this point. Behind the camera I'm looking at an entire desk full of fragrances, designer fragrances, clone fragrances, niche fragrances that I've collected over the last 7 to 8 years, I think. So I think I started collecting in around 2017. And it just grew and grew and grew. And more recently, over the last couple of years, it's grown like super quick, from like 20 to 100. Now, before we get on with the video, guys, the reason why I've managed to do that is from something called Fragrance Decanting, which I'll leave a link down in the description below if you're wondering how I managed to get these fragrances so quick. I'm not a millionaire, which would be great if I would. It would make it a lot easier for me for getting more and more and more bottles. I know there's some people in the space who have got like 2,000, so luckily we're not that far down the line of the addiction just yet. But before we get on with this list, guys, if you are new to the channel, please consider dropping a like. This video took me absolutely ages to plan out, to get every single fragrance even on this desk. And also to be like, oh, actually, I want to put this one here, this one here. So a like really helps out. A comment really helps out. And also, if you're a fan of fragrances, please don't forget to subscribe as well. We're growing a really nice fragrance community, and we'd be more than happy to have you. So, yeah, guys, 100 fragrances. I have got a lot. Now, this list, I did one before where I ranked, I think, like 80 plus before. And I've been putting this video off because it's been really hard for me to be, I kept changing it. So this is my list for now. Now, there's different tiers that I've included for this video. So we've got the kind of low tier, which is like from 100 till 75. That one's more for like the fragrances that I've got and I just don't reach for anymore. For whatever reason, I've also sold a few of them as well. So like that's why they're low on the list. And then we've got the kind of mid tier, like 75 to 50. These are the ones that are like good and I'll pick up like occasionally, but I'm not going to wear them like in my rotation a lot. It's just something like, oh, okay, that smells like fairly nice. I'll wear it, but it's not something I reach to a lot. And then we've got from like 50 to 20, 25. We've got like the really good ones that are in the rotation, but like they're just not as good as say the top 10, which like the elite ones, like the best of the best. If I only had to have 10, it would be that 10. So that kind of explained the list. You'll see there's a few on there that are like niche, that are quite low down on the list, and then they get overtaken by like some clone fragrances. So I wanted to put that at the start of this video. It does not mean that those fragrances that are clones are better crafted, they're better quality than the niche ones that I've put lower down the list. Reason for my list is basically based on wearings and how much I like to wear the fragrances. If they're low down on the list, doesn't mean they're bad. It just means that they don't really work for me. And in terms of like a fragrance, I hardly wear it. Doesn't mean it's bad. So we're going to kick things off at the very last place. So we've got a few honorable mentions. So we've got a few that I actually sold and I don't have them with me anymore. They're way high up on the list. The first one we've got is Bulgari's Aqua Atlantique, I think it is. I sold that because I just had other ones in my list like Credo Rolfer. I had, like Percival, Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, a few of these like aquatic fresh fragrances. And I already had Aqua Amara, so I sold that one. Second one we've got is Le Male Parfum. I actually gave that away to one of my friends just because a bunch of us had it and I just didn't want to wear it. So I sold that one. That would be quite high up on the list. I think I had it on my last video quite high up. Another one that I hadn't sold would be CK1 Shock. Now that one would be fairly lower down the list, kind of around like where Detour Noir is going to be. Super light, didn't really wear it. I gave that one away to my friend. And then the last one we've got is Versace Dreamer. Again, I gave that one away to my friend. That one will be lower down the list, kind of around where Toy Boy is. So they're the four that are missing. Now that we've said that, starting off at the 96 spot, we have got this one here. I'm going to fly through these, by the way, because otherwise the video is going to be forever. So let's go. Let's get this list underway. At the number 96 spot, we've got this one here, Armaf Craze. I kind of like it. It's a very cheap one. It's like this creamy almond vanilla. It smells like when you just come out of the shower and you've got like the cocoa butter. It's very synthetic and it's quite cloying. So for me, I don't wear it a lot just because it gives me a headache. So that's why it's the lowest one on the list. Next up, similar reason, is you've got this one here, Armani Diamonds. So similar spot to Craze. It's chocolatey and sweet. It is a bit too heavy, and for me, there's just way better ones on my list. I don't think I've actually reached for this over the 7 years since I picked the bottle up. Next, at the number 94 spot, is Mugler's Cologne Run Free. Nothing particularly wrong with it. It smells fresh and clean, but like the performance just goes after 30 minutes. And in terms of like me wearing this, it is a little bit kind of feminine. So I just hardly kind of reach for this one. I mean, it's a nice scent. It's a nice, spray on, but I've got so much better options that I'm just not really, I don't really wear this thing at all. I think I've only wear it like once or twice. To be fair, it has been nice the times I've worn it, but I just stay clear from it because it's basically pointless in my collection. Next up, another one that I just don't reach for anymore is this one here. I bought this like really on in my journey. I mean, you could probably buy it now. It's super cheap and you can just throw it on. It's Al Rehab's Silver. So this is a clone of Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Surprisingly, it's actually a really good clone. The sprayer of this thing is absolutely crazy. It's a bit weak in performance and the dry down is just, it's not very good. It smells very bleh. So yeah, that's why this one's super low down on the list. It's a nice clone, but there's a reason why it's £7. Another clone that we've got, again, I genuinely don't think I've worn this since I've got it. The bottle also leaked and all this like red liquid came out of it, which wasn't amazing because it went all over where I store these fragrances. It's this one here, Lattafa Rams. So it's a clone of Jean-Paul Gaultier's Ultra Male. I think I got this for £10 and I think I got free delivery if I spent £10 more. So that's why it's in the collection. But it smells really cheap and synthetic. It's not got the same like juicy pear that the real version has. This smells, even though the performance is way better, it smells quite dry, if that makes sense. But for £10, right, if you're only looking for one fragrance, like you can't go wrong. But again, because it leaked, it kind of annoyed me. I just threw it to the side. So yeah, at the, where are we, 92 spot is this one, Rams by Lattafa. We've got another nice one. I just hardly wear it just because it's so strong and it's not really my sort of fragrance that I get along with. For some people, this would be really high up on the list. It's this one here. It's a clone, again. This one is Jean Lowe's Nouveau, which is obviously a clone of Louis Vuitton's Nouveau Monde, which this one is this really dark, heavy, strong rose and oud incense. It's just not my sort of thing, but super strong. I've actually had a few wearings of it, and it's a nice smell. It's quite... this is one of these fragrances that I'll wear for like a week straight, and then I won't wear it again for the rest of the year, just because of how strong it is. You've got to be in a certain mood to wear it, and for some reason I'm just never really in the mood to wear it. But it is an okay fragrance. I think I'd like it a lot more if I like rose and heavy oud fragrances. Just above that one, we've got an OG fragrance. It's this one here, a massive gold bar, Paco Rabanne's 1 Million. I know there's so many flanks of this now. This thing is just kind of been thrown under and under and under and under, and eventually this thing's the kind of the failure is its own success, if that makes sense. Like, it's so popular, especially in the UK. People were always wearing this. This was the thing before Sauvage hype. And obviously I bought into that hype ages ago. This is my first proper designer fragrance. Got me great compliments back in the day. But nowadays it is, in the UK, seen as quite like a chavvy fragrance to wear. And it's just not something that I reach for ever, really. Occasionally I will throw it on. Of course, it is very synthetic and loud. But yeah, at this point, I think it's just a bit overdone and a bit dated. Funny enough, I think Ed Sheeran still wears this fragrance, which is quite cool. Next up, above that one, maybe looking at this list now, I might have switched these two around, but it's this one here. Lattafa Assad. Hardly ever wear it. It's super strong and spicy. It's supposed to be a clone of Dior Sauvage Elixir, but there's just this note in it that I just don't get along with. I think it's like this spicy note. It's just too harsh for me, too strong. Spray it on clothes, it's not coming off. It's okay, but like for me, I don't really like it. In terms of a clone, though, it is actually quite a good clone. It's just not my thing at all. At the 87 spot, again, we got another clone. There's a really repeat trend here. It's this one here, Armav's Milestone. Now, this when I first had the bottle was really good. It's a clone of Creed's Millésime Impérial, which is one of my favorite Creed fragrances, which is why I bought this thing. I was like, oh great, like it's a clone. It's like £30, and at the time when I first got it, it did have this really good salty sea breeze and this fruitiness to it, but it's just something about it. There's like a really red berry note. I can't even get the bottle off. It's like corroded into the thing. Obviously goes along with like the build quality of this thing and the quality control. Don't know what is in this thing to ruin it this bad, but yeah, like look at that. See all that gunk on top of the cap? Like it still smells okay, but there's something gone wrong in it, and I don't really like wearing it nowadays. So I hardly ever reach for it. Okay, another one on the list. This one's fairly new. I got this as a clone to Amouage Reflection Man, and it's this one here. Really, really weird bottle design. It looks like a Black Ops 1 tack insert, if you ever know what that is. Nice fragrance. It's probably one of the best Reflection Man clones, probably one of the closest clones that I actually own. But just like Reflection Man, well, actually it does smell just like it. It's just a little bit too soft for me, and it does kind of sit quite close to the skin. So it's quite almost forgettable after a couple of hours. It's not got the same quality when you smell it really close to the skin, like Reflection Man has. But it is still a good clone. Speaking of Amouage, we've got this one here, which is Figment Man. Not my favourite. It just smells like dirt and wee. So it does get a bit nicer, but it's so strong, it's so potent that like throughout the day you just smell like you're on a campsite basically. Extremely earthy, extremely like wet dirt. Very niche, let's put it that way, but amazing bottle design. It's been discontinued, unfortunately, I think. But yeah, one of my favourite bottle designs, just fragrance-wise, very artistic, very niche. Not something that everyone likes, me included, really. But I respect it, of course. Next up, complete opposite. We've gone from Figment Man, which is like super niche, super artistic and quality scent, to this Armaf Hunter. I wear this a tiny bit more. This is a Invictus / Dior Sauvage sort of thing, mega synthetic, but it gets like amazing compliments. If I ever wanted to go out and get compliments, I just spray this thing on. Super cheap as well. It's like £20. Does the job for what you need it to do. But yeah, just so synthetic. Next is another discontinued one. Don't really reach for it. Performance is quite bad, to be honest. It's this one here. CH Men Privé. Nice boozy scent, but the performance is just generally just way too weak. Really addictive scent, but it's very manly. It's just something that like I just don't reach for anymore, but I respect it for what it was, but like performance is just not good enough. Next up on the list, this one fell very far down the list. In terms of a clone, it's still pretty good. It's still just as good almost as the original, but because I've got the real thing now, this is a theme that you'll see a lot with the ones lower on this list, on this low tier, is when you get the real thing, you don't look back. You don't want to really go out and spray the clone. This thing fell into that category. Al Haramain's Detour Noir. Don't get me wrong, an amazing clone. Smells just like Leighton, but this one is very synthetic. Good clone, sweet apple pie, but again, just a little bit too synthetic. I've got the real thing. I may as well just wear the real thing. But the performance of this thing, the pressurized sprayer, I haven't sprayed it in a while, so it might not work. But like, look at that. That's crazy. Really good one if you're just starting out. But for me now, it's just gone lower and lower and lower and lower down the list. But smell it in the air, still very nice. I like it. Next up is another Mugler cologne. It's Run Free. I think this one is called. Fly Away. We've done Run Free. Now, Fly Away is a little bit better. It's got 2 notes in it. It's got, I think, like all the Mugler colognes. It's got grapefruit and it's also got cannabis. I think is the main two notes in this thing. Really nice grapefruit, very kind of tangy, very sparkly, but it just fades quite flat, just like all the Mugler colognes. And I've got other grapefruit fragrances that have got that sparkliness to it that I just prefer wearing over this thing. At number 80 spot, just so we know where we're at, we've got this thing here. Horrible bottle design. I absolutely hate this lid. Like, what is that? Like, seriously. Is Moschino's Toy Boy. Horrible name too, thinking about it, but the smell is great. It's like rosy and spicy. It reminds me, this, if it was in like an Amouage bottle, I would not bat an eye. Like, this has got this artistic kind of quality. It's very interesting. It's very spicy. It's very rosy. Perfect for like a really cold winter day, I found. But yeah, it's just not something I really reach for because I've got other ones on the list. And I just can't get over this bottle design. Like, what is that? Next, if I can find it, is this really tiny little bottle. I did used to have a big bottle. It's Versace Eros. Super synthetic, club-in fragrance, just too common for me now. There's a lot of different flankers that are better than it, and I don't go out clubbing anymore, basically, so I don't wear it. Oh my god, what have I done? Yeah, I don't wear Eros anymore, so it's no longer in my rotation. At number 78 spot, this one just reminds me of COVID lockdowns. I got this just before it happened, and I was ready to wear this thing for the summer, and then nothing really happened, so I was just kind of sat at home wearing this thing. And it just reminds me of that time. It's this one here, Tommy Bahama Set Sail St. Bart's. It's kind of like on the same vibe as Virgin Island Water by Creed, which I now have. So this thing, like, it just gets thrown to the very back. It's lime and tropical, but the lime in here is very harsh. It's almost quite toilet cleanery. Like, if I were to go to like, you know, on like a hot vacation somewhere to like Spain, and I went into like a nice restaurant's toilet, it would probably smell like this. If you have it, you kind of know what I'm on about, but it is still a good scent regardless anyway for vacation. Another Mugler cologne, I think this is the last one on the list. This one is the OG version, the original one, and it's just Mugler cologne. I've got hardly any left of this thing, but just smells clean and soapy. Like a fresh Irish hand soap or something like that. But unfortunately, like all the Mugler colognes, it just doesn't last. Creed's original vetiver smells just like this, and you can get this for a fraction of the price. Looking back at it now, though, I would probably just go ahead and just get original vetiver. If I like that a lot, I know I do a 300 milliliter bottle. You can just spray and go. But yeah, I'd probably go for original vetiver at this point. Wow, another one that just does not get sprayed anymore for the same reason as 1 million. Dior Sauvage. It's a little bit higher up at 76. This is the EDT version. It's a little bit higher up just because I actually do quite enjoy the smell of it, and the performance is crazy. But again, like, everyone's probably worn this at this point. Everyone knows about Dior Sauvage. Funny enough, now in 2026, you could probably spray it. I think it's been out for 10 years. You could probably spray this and maybe get some nice compliments because it's kind of gone out of style. But again, like, it's super ambroxan heavy, super synthetic. Used to love this. This used to get me so much compliments, and I have so much respect for it. But it's just not something I wear anymore. One just above that is this. Like again, it's got this kind of Dior Sauvage DNA synthetic. It's a clone. It's this one here. I think it's called like Armoth Mega Man or Mega Odyssey Mega, something like that. I don't even know. This smells like YSL-Y EDP. It's obviously, you know, a clone and synthetic, and the YSL-Y is synthetic anyway, in my opinion. But it's this kind of generic fresh fragrance. It doesn't stand out really, but I'm just going to put it one higher than Sauvage just because it's a tiny bit more less recognisable, I suppose. Next is another one of those grapefruit fragrances I was talking about that I'll wear over the Mugler Run Free or Fly Away, whatever they call it, Fly Away. This one I wear a tiny bit more. Another fresh, sparkly grapefruit fragrance is John Lowe Immortal, which is a clone of Louis Vuitton's Lament Site, I think. And yeah, it's a good cologne, but my girlfriend doesn't really like this one, so I don't really wear it. But whenever I want to wear something sparkly clean, I'll wear this or another one which is super further down on the list. But it's nice for a cologne. You know, you can't really go wrong with it. Okay, and I think this is going to be the last one on like the low end spot. Now, I would recommend this fragrance for someone who just wants, you know, a cheap one fragrance, and if you're still like between the ages of like 16 to 22, and you just want one fragrance to do everything as like a Swiss Army knife, I'd go for this one. I would still recommend it, and personally, like if I had a lot less fragrances, this would be a lot higher up on the list. It's sweet, it's aquatic, but it's very loud, and you know, it's quite synthetic, to be honest. Like if you try and rub this off, you're still going to have those like synthetic notes on it. But for what it is, for the price, for kind of when you would wear it, and you aren't too concerned about like the quality, then you know, I could probably bump this up. But for me, I know that I've got better ones on the list that, you know, don't, whenever I rub it off, it actually comes off. But yeah, that kind of concludes the lower tier fragrances that I don't tend to wear too much. We're going to move on to like the mid tier now, which is fragrances that are kind of in my rotation, but like they're lower down on that rotation. So we'll start with this one here at the number 72 spot, which is Armaf's. No, is it Armaf? No, Maison Alhambra. God, I don't know about clones, but it's obviously a clone of Tom Ford's Bitter Peach. I prefer this one actually to the Tom Ford Bitter Peach because this goes really heavy on the sweetness. It says bright peach, which means it's not bitter. So this is more of a sweet peach. I love the smell of peach, but it's not very wearable. Surprisingly, it is a little bit feminine too. Like I could give this to my girlfriend and she could wear it, and I would absolutely love it. But it's not something that I can find myself wearing a lot. But I love the smell of it. Like if I'm like at home, like finishing work and stuff like that, and I just want to like chill out, and sometimes, you know, as fragrance hobbyists, we do spray our own fragrances on our hand just to kind of test them and wear them and just enjoy the scent. This one I do that a lot with, to be honest. But yeah, you can see how much I love it. Just it's not very wearable, so it's like really low down on my rotation. 71 spot, this one I decanted loads, so I've hardly really got a chance to wear it. I wore it a lot when I went away on holiday, so it reminds me of that. It's Skepta Malachite, which is a clone, another Maison Alhambra, of God of Fire, I think. I'm not sure who by, I can't remember who it's by. But it's this fruity mango. It smells like room spray, it's super bright. A little bit artificial, a little bit like, you know, like a Febreze kind of thing. My friend actually has this too, and whenever he sprayed it on himself, then I got into the car with him. I was like, what's that? Is that the smell of your car? Like, you know, have you got like a car air freshener or something? And he's like, no, I'm wearing this. I'm like, oh, wow. So this thing can clear rooms. It's just a bit artificial, and compliment-wise, wow, this thing does great because it's so loud and performing. Just for me, due to the slightly like synthetic, artificially smell and how loud it can be, it's not very wearable, if that makes sense. But I still do quite enjoy that one. And in terms of a clone, like, you can't go wrong with that. Next up, another clone. Slightly prefer this one. It's a little bit more smart, in my opinion, than Malachite. Is Armaf Sillage. Now, this is a little bit better than Milestone that we talked about, where it still holds up. Like, it still smells like a clone of Creed's Silver Mountain Water. Still has that Armaf problem, like where the sprayer just like disintegrates itself because of the alcohol content in here. But yeah, it just smells like this metallic citrus, a little bit like the bottle. It is this kind of like silvery, citrusy fragrance. Really good value, really like fresh and sharp. But again, like when you come to the mid notes and the dry down, it does kind of turn into this like synthetic-y blah, almost like I get this. I'm not sure if it's my skin chemistry. Someone actually said in the comments that they get this too, but I get this kind of mushroomy smell sometimes. Like if it's a high heat, which is when you want to wear this, in the dry down, I get this mushroomy scent, and I don't like that. Love the top note of this. It's very close to the original thing, and it's actually got better performance, of course, because it's a little bit more synthetic, and I'll probably throw some stuff in it. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the dry down, which is why I tend to not wear that one as much. Speaking of arm off, we've got another one here, another one that I just don't really wear that much, but it's a tiny bit better than Sillage, in my opinion. I love the smell of it still. Of course you know this one. It's Armoff's Club de Nuit Intense Man, the thing that kind of brought Armoff on the map. It smells like Creed's Aventus. I remember whenever I first got into fragrances, this was like, I would wear Sauvage and this. So compliment factor, I was like going absolutely crazy back in the day. But yeah, and I could still probably wear this now and get compliments on it, because this thing lasts. Harsh opening though, like the lemon from the start of this, it's harsh. But in the air, when it's like kind of like got a scent trail, it smells just like Aventus, which is great. So yeah. At the number 69 spot is in Club de Nuit Intense Man. Just above that one, we have got another Rasasi one. We're going through all the, you know, Saudi Arabian, Arabic fragrances. We have got this one here, Rasasi Hawass Tropical. A little bit nicer, in my opinion, than the normal Hawass. Really nice. I think it's fig, I think they use. It's supposed to be a clone of, or like an interpretation of, Jean-Paul Gaultier's Paradise Garden, I think, or Le Beau, whatever it is. It's this sweet tropical twist. It's nice, and it's got really good performance, and it's a very pleasing fragrance to wear. It's just, yeah, like fig and coconut. But it's kind of almost got this like makeup-y handbags sort of scent, like a girl's makeup bag sort of thing. So kind of puts me off a little bit for that. This is like this actually smelling this right now. This smells like when you walk into like a department store and, you know, whenever people are like sprayed on a bunch of different fragrances and like it's just that smell. That's what this is. The best way to put it. But it is nice, and performance on it is just crazy. A great summer fragrance, I think. Just, yeah, I prefer other ones. Next up is the complete opposite of Hawass Tropical. Amazing bottle design. Look at that. It's Amouage Journeyman. Spicy and bold. It's just a bit too serious for wearing it every single day. But when you do wear it and you have that inclination to go out and wear it, like you feel like the guy, right? It's got Sichuan pepper in it, so it's very spicy. It's got all the Amouage stuff in it. Lasts forever, but again, it is just very harsh. It's serious. Like you wear this when you're like, okay, today's the day. I'm out. I'm going. I'm doing stuff. You can't chill out when you got this fragrance on. Just like a Sichuan pepper, it's like fiery and you're fired up to go, just like the bottle design. And I don't really have those days a lot, so it's just something I hardly wear. But quality-wise, wow, that thing is good. I'm going to pair it up right next to it with Honor Man. Now, Honor Man is like a little bit of a less serious version of Journeyman. It's clean and spicy. But it's this really nice pepper note. So if you like peppery fragrances, I had a really nice black pepper shower gel, and it smelled just like that. And that's kind of what led me to even go out and buy Honor Man in the first place. One of the more safer ones from Amouage, one of the more wearable ones from Amouage, but there's a nutmeg note in here that kind of overtakes it for me, for my nose, and I don't wear it as much because of that. But wow, if you're looking for like a kind of starter Amouage, a safe, clean Amouage, this is actually a really good shout, actually, thinking about it. So yeah, next up is Honor Man. Just above that one, I'm just going to gloss over it, is Club de Nuit Intense Man Limited Edition. So basically just like the other one that we talked about, but it's a little bit smoother, a bit of a better blend, a little bit closer to Aventus. The projection of this thing is slightly worse because it's a parfum, so it kind of sits a bit close to the skin, but it lasts longer, and it's not as harsh because it's not like shouting all the time. Like I said earlier, like this goes above the two Amouages we talked about, not in terms of quality, of course, but in terms of when I wear it. Like I'll wear this thing a tiny bit more than the other ones, just because I don't have Aventus in my collection. Okay, speaking of a really nice one, I like to wear this when I do want like a really calm day. And it's this one. Like, I'll wear this and you can't have a bad day wearing it. It's Xerjoff's Fiero. It's this bright citrus and it's got like this lemongrass scent in it. Very clean, very calming. This is, yeah, just a really nice calming fragrance, which is good. And it's nice and inviting too. I really do like this one. Like fresh lemongrass, like you're on like a really nice summer day in the Swiss Alps or something like that. It's very relaxing. I like this. Like this one a lot. Speaking of relaxing and green and fresh, we've got another clone. I think we're kind of coming to the end of the clones now looking at it. It's this one here. I've got a lot of respect for it. It's Armaf's Très Nuit. I got this super early on in my collection, and to me it smells like a half mix of Davidoff's Cool Water. It's got a little bit of Creed's Green Irish Tweed, which is what I think this is supposed to be a clone of. But it's like this slightly more synthetic, lemony version of it. Soft, green, easy to wear. You can spray this on with anything. I've actually got a backup bottle of this at my girlfriend's just because it's like super versatile. Performance isn't amazing, but the syntheticness in this kind of puts it lower down on the list. It's still actually in my rotation, funny enough, just very low down on there. Okay, this is going to be really tricky for me to get these bottles. Next up on the list is a newer one on my collection, and I really like this. It's quite a nostalgic scent for me. It's Amouage Memoir Man, which is unfortunately discontinued. Black and silver, the complete opposite of Honor Man. I like showing these two bottles together. It's the perfect contrast. Silver gold and then white and black, so the complete opposites. And the fragrance, the scent inside Memoir Man is it's dark and mysterious. It's like going in like you know, Alice in Wonderland, like acid trip. I think what's his name, Ramsey said that, and since then it's all I can imagine. It's like this like mysterious, like hard to kind of put into like reality sort of fragrance, like a mysterious wood. It's got wormwood in here. It's got thyme. I think it's got thyme. This reminds me of like in my my mum's old house in the garden, going out and helping in the garden. So that's why I said it's nostalgic for me. It's got really nice dry down. It's not the best performance, and it is a little bit hard to reach for with certain outfits. But yeah, it's a nice fragrance. I don't reach for it that much. This is again like bitter bright peach. I'll just kind of spray this on my hands and just kind of wear it like for myself. Like the name says, memoir. So like reminiscing on stuff and thinking about stuff. Great fragrance for that. Next up, where's it gone? I can't find it. Okay, here it is. Is Ultra Male. Jean-Paul Gaultier Ultra Male. It's sweet, it's playful, it was a kind of a clubbing fragrance, but at the moment it's just not my style. But this, whenever I first smelled it, was one of my favourite fragrances of all time. The scent profile of it still is great. It's a timeless classic, like the original Lamal. For me, I just don't get to wear it as much. I should wear it more, but yeah, this sweet bubblegum scent, it's just not really in my current style, let's say. But got to put it high up on the list because I respect it a lot. Okay, next up at the number 60 spot is Amouage Bracken Man. Wow, what a fragrance this is. I need to pick it up more. Every time I wear it, I'm like, I should wear this more. Perfect for a cold, rainy day, a cold, icy day, an autumn day. I'm going to have to start wearing it less and less as we're coming up to the spring and the summer. But it's this earthy, unique fougere scent. So performance-wise is amazing. It's got this with mud, like dirt and mud. It's really hard to describe. If you were to throw like Haribo cola bottles onto like a muddy UK forest in the autumn time, that's what this would smell like. But yeah, really good one. I love the bottle of it too. Unfortunately, it's been discontinued. So yeah, next up was Bracken Man. Okay, next up, we've got a little tiny bottle here, which is a Le Homme Sport. Simple, clean, citrus, very versatile. It is a Swiss Army knife. It's one of these fragrances you can just spray on and go whenever. The performance just isn't amazing, and it does kind of smell like other people. So yeah, it's good. I've just got other ones in the list that are a little bit nicer than this, and I prefer to wear more. This kind of gets pushed to the side whenever I'm wearing, you know, I don't know what to wear. I'll wear this one. Next up is another one that I will throw on whenever I don't know what to wear. I just slightly prefer the quality of this thing, and it is a little bit more refined, I suppose. It's this one here, Viking Cologne by Creed. It's fresh, minty. It's got this really nice orange. Well, not so much minty, but it's got this orange note in here, which smells a little bit like Thierry d'Hermès, which kind of overshadows this thing. And I think it didn't. People didn't really appreciate it when this came out. It was too safe for Creed, and it's not a little bit designery. But I do like wearing this. It's got really good performance, surprisingly. Just yeah, for me, it just lacks that depth. At the 55 spot, I think, is this one here, which is Versace Pour Homme, which, a little bit like Chanel, is just the same thing, just it's got a bit better performance, and it gets a little bit more compliments. It's got a tiny bit more depth to it. The Chanel version, these things smell very, very similar. This kind of like orangey, citrusy, fresh, clean water smell. This is a little bit more powdery Chanel and a little bit more fancy. The Versace version is a little bit more aquatic. It's got a bit more, no pun intended, a bit more depth to it with the water part of it. It just smells like how the colour of the bottle looks, as you can see. Exactly what it kind of smells like. Just fresh, clean water. Next up on the list is Dolce & Gabbana's Light Blue. So this, I think my cap's broke. Oh, no, it's not. This, to me, just smells salty, citrusy, perfect for a day like today where it's like just clear blue skies. Reminds me a little bit of like Buenos Aires or something like that, where, you know, the weather's just always amazing. This is just another fragrance, a little bit like Fiero, you wear on like a perfect summer day and nothing can go wrong. Like this is like a mood lifting fragrance, which is great. And I love wearing fragrances like that. I've got some really good memories with this fragrance too, so really appreciate it. It's got good performance, and I should wear it more. I actually do need to wear this more, but with the UK, right, there's not a lot of sun sometimes. Moving on up on the list, we have got one that I've been wearing a little bit more and more. This has gone up a few ratings since the last time I did this. Prada L'Homme. Look how much I've worn of this thing. Clean, soapy, very professional. A white shirt is what this smells like. Powdery, iris. You know, it's known for having an amazing iris, this Prada scent. Wow, I need to start wearing this more. This is going to keep creeping up the lists. There's a reason why it's on a lot of people's, in a lot of people's collections, because it's like a Swiss Army knife and you can't go wrong with it. I really, really rate this, and I'm starting to like it more and more. At first, I thought it was a bit harsh, a little bit kind of headache inducing, but if you spray a little bit lighter and you let like the kind of scent, you know, not overtake it, and it's just kind of like you smell it every now and then, it's great for that. So yeah, really like that Prada L'Homme. Next up is Mont Blanc Individual. It's obviously a lot more synthetic than Prada L'Homme. It's still fresh and clean, but it's got this like raspberry note in here, plus a lot more stuff going on. I think it's a tiny, tiny, tiny bit more interesting for me than Prada L'Homme. So you can wear it in the exact same situations as Prada L'Homme. Fresh and clean, like a fabric softener. Just this thing is just a little tiny bit more interesting for me. So I think that's why I picked this up a little bit more than Prada L'Homme. Another fragrance I've been picking up a lot more, next up on the list, is Creed's Royal Water. Not talked about enough, I don't think, by Creed. This is probably one of the best fresh citrusy Creeds that are out there. Royal Water. Fresh citruses, herbs. It does get compared a little bit to like mothballs, which every time I wear this, when I go around my mum's, is she always says that. She's like, "Oh, you're wearing that fragrance again." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it's this one, the one that smells like mothballs." Apparently, some people like it, some people don't. It is a little bit kind of old-fashioned-y, but the opening of this on a hot summer's day is just so refreshing. I really like this one. Speaking of refreshing on a hot summer's day, like this thing is the pinnacle of that. At the number 51 spot is Versace Eau Fraiche. I don't think I included this in my last ranking every fragrance list. I think I might have missed it, I'm not sure. But just like most Versace's, it's done in a really good way for smelling like a fresh, clean water. A little bit like the bottle. This just reminded me of like when you're out on holiday and the wood planks next to like a swimming pool, or like on like a yacht deck or something like that, or on like a, you know, promenade, I think. You know what I'm trying to say with that. It smells like when the water goes on that and the sun kind of evaporates it. That's what this thing smells like. It's very light, it's very easy to wear. And like I said, if it's a really hot day, I'll wear this fragrance when there's, if it's too hot to wear any fragrance and it will just get too cloying, I know no matter what that this fragrance will cool you down. You will spray this thing on and it cools you down. It actually does the opposite of some fragrances. It's really nice for that. At the halfway mark, at the number 50 spot, this thing has gone up a lot of places. I wear this a lot more. It's Invictus Aqua, fresh and sweet, very mass appealing. In my opinion, a better version of Versace Hawass, and a little bit less synthetic. When you scrub this off, it actually comes off. And there's something about this that is very, with the aquatic version, very like sea breeze, very refreshing, very addicting as well. My old boss at my old job that used to wear the normal Invictus, so every time I kind of wear it, it reminds me of that for the first few seconds. But yeah, trying to overlook that. It's a very good fragrance. Much better than the original version. And it's also probably my favourite flanker from the Invictus line. Next up on the list, guys, we have got one that has gone up a lot. It's this one here. I overlooked it a lot before. It's Amouage Boundless. And this, wow. It's warm, it's spicy, it smells like a red candle or something like that. Or like a spiced kind of wood on a fireplace. To me, I used to think, you know, it was nothing special. I only said that because it smells a little bit like a Tom Ford fragrance, but given this enough time, it's very addicting. I loved wearing this winter, and it went up my list a lot. So yeah, next up was at the number 49 spot, I believe, was Amouage Boundless. Another really nice winter one, but it's a little bit too strong in my opinion. Next up on the list is Montal's Arabian's Tonka. It's very sweet, it smells like kind of sugar cubes, and it's very strong from the oud note in here. Great in cold weather. This thing lasts forever, but it's very, very harsh. Genuinely, like, it's one of these fragrances you can spray one spray on your chest and it ain't coming off. So really nice one, it's just a little bit too strong for me. Next up is Amouage Search, a very nice, almost fresh summer Amouage fragrance, but of course it is an Amouage, so it's got a smoky edge to it, plus a little bit of like resinous stuff to it. Very good. I really like the dry down of this thing, and it just kind of gets better and better. This is perfect for like a summer afternoon. Fragrance is the best way to do it, like having like a bonfire and stuff with your friends down the beach. That's what this reminds me of. At the number 47 spot, we've got another Amouage. I don't reach for this one too much because it is very unique, but that's actually a good thing in this case. It's a rose and lime. It's very classy, right? Like, you got to be, you know, not too masculine, I suppose. Like, you can't be like this, you know, like super oud heavy fragrance, right? You got to kind of like be in touch with your feminine side a little bit with this one, because the rose, floral, you know, it can kind of come off like that way, but the citrus in here does kind of give it this nice cleanness, like a fresh Dove hand soap. I quite like this one a lot, but I don't reach for it too much anymore for some reason. I need to start wearing it a bit more. At the number 46 spot, this one is dropping by the day. This used to be really high up on my list, but it's now discontinued, so I'm wearing it less and less. And there's just other things out there that are a little bit nicer than it. I realised as well, like, the performance isn't amazing. It's this one here. At the number 46 spot, Acqua di Gio Profumo. So this one, of course, has been discontinued now. There's other ones out there, but it's a fresh aquatic fragrance with incense in it. It's very well balanced. It does smell very Italian, like you just got like a really nice like grey trousers and suit, blazer, that sort of thing. It is very nice. It gets a lot of compliments. It's just, for me, it's something I'm wearing less and less because I'm getting familiar with the scent profile. But again, it's another fragrance that I will wear when I'm not too sure what to wear. And every time I wear it, I do love wearing it. But it's just, it's not something that really is clicking with me anymore. I'm not sure why. Great fragrance, great incense note, but yeah, I think I kind of, I've just gone off it a little bit, I think, and it's dropping down my list. At the number 45 spot, this one, again, it seems to be dropping down my list a little bit. It's still a great fragrance. It's just very sweet and cloying, and sometimes if you overdo this fragrance, you don't want to wear it again. Like, you know, if you have too much chocolate or something, like you don't want to have chocolate for a while. If you have too much pizza, you don't have pizza for a while. If you spray this one here at the number 45, Lattafa Camera Original, because it's so sweet, because it's this like dessert kind of praline cake sort of scent. It's very addictive, but if you have too much of it, it's going to make you sick. And I think for me, even though it smells amazing for a kind of clone of Angel Share almost, or interpretation of it, it's, oh God, it's so good. Wow. But yeah, I recently wore it a little bit too much one time and it kind of threw me off, but wow, what a fragrance. At the number 44 spot, if I can find it among my 100 fragrances, is this one here. Amouage Fake Man at 44. Again, as I say with every single time I present this fragrance, the bottle is incredible. I love this. I absolutely love whatever Amouage have done to make it look like this. One of my favourite bottle designs. And wow, yeah, I need to wear this thing more. It's warm and spicy. It's got a cumin note, so people compare this to like, you know, curry and stuff like that. I would ignore those people personally. Me personally, right? Some people will still say that it smells very curry-like, but it's a very calming scent. It reminds me of, like, I said this before in a video, of going up like to on Harry Potter when they're going to like the divination room, I think it is. That's what this would remind me of, like a wizard's tower or something like that. Really nice, really calming. This is like a very like brownish fragrance, so I'll wear this with, like, you know, brown clothing, which sounds really weird to say, but yeah, it's very relaxing, very good fragrance, like an incense candle almost. Gets good compliments too. I really like this one. Unfortunately, it has been discontinued by Amouage, so that's great. Next up on the list, speaking of incense fragrance, a little bit like Acqua di Gio Profumo, you've got this one, Versace Dylan Blue. I'm wearing it less and less. I did get a lot of wearings with this like years and years ago. Really good compliment factor. It's a blue fragrance done in a really nice way. It's a great all-rounder, especially, well, you can wear this all year round, of course, but summertime, this thing is good. I need to start wearing this more. It's like a shower gel fragrance, like an Adidas, like a really good version of an Adidas shower gel or something like that. But it is a tiny bit synthetic. But if you can get past that, then yeah, it's a great fragrance. And it is, when you wear it, you want to keep smelling it. So I can see why it gets a really good compliments for that one. So I need to start wearing that one a bit more, I think. Next up at 42, this, I literally wore this the other day, and I had it quite low on the list before, and I think if I were to film this video in a couple of months' time, if with me wearing it more and more, it would probably be in the top 20. I'm not too sure where I've put something similar to this from the same house, but I might actually put it close to them. I'll say where I think it should be, but for now, 42 spot is Amouage Beloved Man. Another discontinued one, which is annoying, I know, but this is just clean, refined, just kind of like sit back and let the fragrance come to you. It's a little bit underrated, I think, from the Amouage lineup. Wow. It's got the main note of Eleni, which is this resinous fragrance, this resinous smell. Now, this might put you off, but the closest thing I can say that this thing smells like is a brand new, right? And this is the best way to describe it. A brand new, not used, urinal cake, the little yellow things that when you go to the toilet in like a cinema and like a restaurant and stuff, and you've got those little things there to keep it fresh. Obviously, I'm not talking about the one that is in the urinal. I'm talking about one that is brand new in the packet and you've got the actual smell of it. Okay, or a little bit like a washing up tablet or something like that. That's what this thing smells like. Do not let that description put you off. That is the closest way I can describe this thing. But wow, it is such a nice scent. Let me try and maybe a little bit lemony. I can't really describe it apart from that. But it is so addicting. It's like when you spray it on and you can smell it like all day, and it sits quite close to the skin. It comes to you. When you get scents of this, it's amazing. I really like this one. If I were to redo this list now, I'd probably put it up a bit higher. I will be honest. At the number 41 spot, this is like the last one of like the mid-tier fragrances before we go on to ones that I absolutely love. Maybe this thing gets in there. But this is the last one before we go into like, I really love these fragrances. Is this one. This one's slightly out of my rotation at the moment. It's Xerjoff's Renaissance. It's bright, it's citrus, it's minty. It smells a little bit like a mojito. It's perfect for summertime, but it can be a little bit harsh. And if you overspray it, it does get kind of overwhelming. My girlfriend doesn't like it, so I don't wear it as much. But I might start wearing it a little bit more for the summertime. It has got this kind of like cloudy scent to it, if that makes sense. Like a cloudy lemonade mojito, I guess is a good way to describe it. Can be a little bit headache inducing, which is why it's slightly out of my rotation. Moving on to the top 40 now. We're getting there, guys. Remember, if you haven't liked the video already, please don't forget to drop a like. Comment down below saying that you've made it to the, I believe, the halfway point about. And yeah, my neck's absolutely killing me. Just going back to back with all these fragrances. So we'll move on to the number 40. This is again from the house of Xerjoff. It's a little bit like Silver Mountain Water. It's this one here. It's Mephisto Gentilomo by Casa Moratti. Love the bottle design of this thing. It's a slightly more refined version of Silver Mountain Water by Creed. It gets compared to it. Again, it is this powdery citrus, this like metallic citrus, like this lime in here. Very classy, very elegant. Like, look, you've even got a little bow tie on it. You can see that at the top. It is this very powdery metallic citrus. Very classy, very bright. I really like wearing it, and it's starting to go up in my rotation a bit more. A little bit like the other one that we talked about from Casa Moratti, Fiero. This thing is still really calming and really nice. That seems to be the theme with Casa Moratti. They're just nice fragrances to wear, which you can't go wrong with. At the number 39 spot, another really nice calming fragrance, but for a completely different reason, because it's cozy, is By the Fireplace. It's smoky, it's sweet, it's warm, it's perfect for winter. It's like in my opinion, the better version of Stronger With You. I think it is by Armani. Just done in a better version with the chestnut on it. It's really good. Gets me really nice compliments, but my bottle, it's macerated or it's aged quite a lot. The color of this juice, if you look at a new bottle, this is way darker and it's way smokier, this batch. So it's way smokier, my version, not the batch. And yeah, it's super smoky, but it smells so good. I love the dry down of it. And it gets amazing compliments for winter time. Next up at 38, I really struggled with finding this fragrance for some reason, is Lattafa Camera Kawa. It's got a coffee twist that the original one has. Kawa, I think, means coffee in Arabic. So it's even richer, it's even better, and it lasts a bit of a longer time. A little bit more masculine, a little bit less sweet. But yeah, I really like this one. It's something I've worn a lot more. Like if I get the two of them, you can see which one I prefer just from how much I've used of this one. perfect for winter time. I love it. At the number 37 spot, this one is, or was, Frank Sinatra's signature scent. So, yeah, it's very classy. It's this one here, Bois de Portugal. It's a classic barbershop scent, I like to say. It's very refined. It's very old-fashioned-y. Smells so green, so nice. It does kind of smell like kind of grandpa's cologne aftershave. And I really like that. There's a really nice lavender note in here, which I absolutely love. That's the exact reason why I picked this bottle up, because I was just craving that lavender scent in here from Bois de Portugal. And so nice, but a little bit like Royal Water, the same one from Creed actually. Is apparently this thing does smell a little bit kind of mothball-ish. So whenever I wear these two fragrances around my mum, she'll pull it up straight away and say, "You're wearing that fragrance that I don't like." So it's very hit or miss. Some people absolutely love this. I'm thinking obviously the more kind of older generation, this isn't really something that people my age would wear, but I love it. It's very sophisticated. It's one of the most sophisticated fragrances I've got. This is something you wear to, like, you know, a really nice like London theatre thing, and you know, when you're wearing like a tuxedo sort of thing. I really like it. Showtime. That's what this is. Just like Frank Sinatra. It's exactly what this fragrance is. Okay, at the number 36 spot, this is where I said earlier in the video that I would now probably put Beloved Man in with these other two. Next up on the list at 36 is Amouage's Reflection Man. I've decanted a lot of this. I've used a lot of this. It's clean. It's floral. It's very smooth. It's very elegant. Like I said with Shiaka, it's almost safe, but it's unique. I think it's is it violet? I think is the main white floral. Oh no, jasmine. It's jasmine. That's what it is. Really nice jasmine note in here. It's so relaxing. It's just so smooth. Very clean. It smells like it smells a little bit like a king's purple robes is what I like to describe this thing as. But it is just a bit too safe for my liking with Amouage. But it's a very good good one to have to begin with. I think that's why it's Amouage's most popular one. Next up at 35 is Diamant. It's a little bit like Reflection, where it's just soft and safe, but it's classy and it's very easy to wear. So like these two are very classy and you know, dress up-ish. Very nice vetiver, very airy. This Diamant Day is what it means. Very nice, and it's very elegant and kind of let the fragrance come to you. It's not too shouty, which is what I like. At the number 34 spot, this one I overlooked. I think I kind of threw it quite low down the list, but I've been wearing it more and more this winter time, and the performance is amazing. Similar with, what was it, Toy Boy, where I said, like, if you were to put this in Amouage packaging, I would believe you that it is an Amouage. I'd say the same for this, almost. It's next up on the list, 34, is Tonka Cola by Mancera. It's got a pressurized sprayer. This genuinely just smells like, you know, cherry cola, right? It's very unique, right? You do literally just smell like a cherry cola. But the dry down is why I said this. You could probably get away with wearing it and saying it's an Amouage, because the dry down of this gets really like sweet and smooth and spicy. Not so much cola-y, surprisingly. It lasts forever. My friends also got this, and I was like, "When was the last time you wore this? Give it another go." And then yeah, he gave me a message back saying like, "Wow, like I forgot how good that thing is." But it can be a little bit too much. I don't wear it too many times, but when I do, I'm always impressed. And the performance on this thing is mega amazing. Tonka Cola. I do need to get more from Mancera, I think. That's the only one I've got. At the number 33 spot, you are going to have to forgive me with how disgusting the cap of this bottle is. I might actually even take it off and not show it on the video. God, I should have cleaned it before. Oh my, this thing is a fingerprint magnet. I'm just going to show it anyway, who cares? Like, look how bad that is. Is YSL L'Homme. It's clean, it's soft, it's versatile. It always works. It's super safe. It smells like a fresh kind of bubble bath. You can't go wrong with it. It's Mr. Nice Guy. It's one of these fragrances that you wear, like, you know, when you just want to smell fresh and clean and safe. It's great for that. It can sometimes be a bit overdone if you spray this like too much. It can get a little bit headache inducing, but if you kind of go a little bit lighter on the sprays, even though it is a light fragrance and you do have to reapply it, it's very, 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 very nice and refined. And it's super safe and it's super nice. And I don't think you can really dislike the scent of that fragrance. At the number 32 is, I think, another Amouage fragrance that's been discontinued. This is a rare one in my collection. Ivory cap, non-magnetic, rare. I saw this and I'm like, I am buying this immediately the second I saw it come up. I was the first person to buy it. I was the first person to message about it the second the post went up. And I am so glad I got this. It's this old school, fresh floral scent. Super solid. Lasts all day long. Just this fresh white florals with this kind of like sticky sweetness to it, like this kind of like honeysuckle scent. Really good. Very powdery. Almost like a baby wipe, like talcum powder almost. I think this smells a little bit like Goldman. I know a lot of the old Amouages, like back then, I know Dia's quite old. They all kind of had this sort of similar, all had this sort of similar scent to it, where it was like this like powdery scent, like talcum powder. But so glad I got this. Very addicting. When I want to wear it, I'll wear this like 3 days in a row. Really good. Just beats out the other, you know, like fresh and clean Amouage that we talked about so far, just because it has got this sweetness in it too, which is what I really, really like with that one. 31 spot. I have got a lot of Amouages, by the way, guys. I think this is the last one for a little tiny bit, I suppose. This one's gone up the list a lot. It's Interlude Black Iris. It's dark. It's resinous, it's incense, it's smoky and rich, but it's so smooth. If you can get past the kind of, you know, almost BO smell to it, like it does smell like, you know, it does smell very BO-ish, but if you can get past that, luckily the black iris does do a very good job of that because they use orris root. That gives it this really nice buttery smoothness to it. The dry down of this is probably the best out of anything. The performance is amazing. The opening, if you can get past the BO smell, I get a little bit of like a blue Smarty. Yeah, it has got this kind of like gorilla enclosure BO to it, I'll be honest, but that's if you smell it too close. Wait for this thing to dry down and oh my God. I was decanting this before. I sprayed like the tiniest bit. Amazing. It's just not very wearable, to be honest, but when you do wear it, it's going to last all day. It's going to give you this cloud. It's going to give you a massive scent trail. I've had compliments on that like 10 hours after wearing it, saying people can smell me like, you know, meters and meters away. So performance is no joke on that thing. It smells amazing, but it's a little bit too loud sometimes. It's a little bit too daring sometimes, so I don't wear it that much. Coming in at number 30 is another blue one, but on a completely different way. It's Percival by Perfumes de Marly. It's fresh, it's clean, it's a huge compliment getter. It smells like Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce, like shower gel, like deodorant, a little bit like Dior Sauvage, but a little bit cleaner. Very mass appealing, very addicting too. It gets a lot of hate. People say this is like the worst Perfumes de Marly. I don't see why, because it's just, you can't really dislike it, I don't think. Oh, it smells great. And I think all the like stick and the hate that this thing gets for being too safe and too generic, I get it. I get why this is where it is. It does just smell like this nice blue shower gel fragrance. And I really like it. At the number 29 spot, I'm going to do a lot of reaching over to my right here because the fragrance is so far away. We got this one here. Bulgari's Aqua Amara. So I've actually got a 100ml backup bottle of this that I'm probably never going to wear with the amount of fragrances I've got now. So I might sell that off and just use this this half bottle of my 50ml. But this is like a nice tangerine and salty sea breeze. It's Oh, it's so good. It's such a good compliment getter. Anytime I want to wear it on a hot day to the beach, I'll wear it. And out of every fragrance I've got, I actually not got as much compliments whilst wearing it as that one. It's basically every time I go out and wear it, I'll get a compliment on it. It's got a really nice neroli note in it. Whenever I first smelled it, it smelled a little bit like rotten eggs, but I'm not sure if it's just my nose developed to it, but over time it got and smelled amazing. If you can ever find a bottle of that for sale and you're looking for a good summer fragrance, that is one to get. Aqua Amara, really, really good. I'm so sad it's been discontinued though. I wish they could bring it back because I think it was actually their best seller from the Amara line, I think. Don't quote me on that. Next up, guys, at 28, we have got the complete opposite. We have got a more of a sweet winter fragrance. It's this one here, quite boozy. It's Initio's Side Effect. Very, very addictive. I rated this at number 1 for my my Valentine date night scent for good reason. To me, it just smells like a dark chocolate and raspberry ice cream or something. There's something in this that is tricking my brain. I always say it to make it smell fresher and sweeter than it really is. Like when you look at the notes of this, it's got like rum, it's got cinnamon, these like dark notes in it. But sandalwood, I think too, is in here. Vanilla as well, possibly. But to me, this is so good for a date night or something like that. It is very addicting. I can see why it's one of Initio's more talked about ones. I think it might be their most popular one, actually. At the number 27 spot, I'm laughing because this thing is absolutely crazy in terms of performance. One spray and I think you're generally good to go. It's Amouage Beach Hut, man. I've decanted a lot of this. Apparently, it's been discontinued, so I've stopped decanting it here. And the rest of this is for me. And I don't think I'm ever going to get through that because, like I said, one spray of it, you're good to go. It's so green. It's so sticky and minty. Performance of this thing is mega. It's probably one of the best performing ones on my list. It generally just smells very sticky, ivy, minty. I wore this when I went away on holiday, and it just reminds me of that every time I spray it and wear it. And like the thing is with fragrances, they're there to obviously be a statement of you, but also for memories too. Every single one of these have got memories for me, for the most part, apart from the ones lower down the list. But as we go further up this list, you will see that even though they smell great, they also represent, memories, which when I wear this thing, it reminds me of that, which is cool. Next up, guys, at number 26 is another really nice fragrance. It's a Creed fragrance. We're going to start to see a lot more Creeds as we go down this list now, by the way. It's Himalaya. Fresh, slightly metallic. It's got this gunpowder note in it. So this, to me, they always say it smells like the inspiration behind it was on the Alps, or when they go like to a snowy mountain, they have to blow away parts to cause an avalanche with dynamite or something, or gunpowder. That's what this is inspired by, and every time I smell it, it does kind of, paint that picture to you. But yeah, it's an almost fuzzy fragrance when it comes to the dry down. The opening of it is quite nice. There's nothing really in my collection that smells like this. I really like the bottle design. And it's just fresh and clean and has got this smoky masculineness to it. Quite addicting. I really do like wearing this, and it's one of these fragrances like a Swiss Army knife. You can wear this anytime, anywhere, any outfit, any occasion. So I really like it for that. Next up at 25, I always like putting these two bottles together because they've got a similar kind of similar colour. Next up at 25, the top quarter, in the last quarter spot, is Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. I'm wearing it less and less, annoyingly, but it's such a good compliment getter. Again, like Himalaya, it's very versatile. I think, like Himalaya, this is just a tiny bit better in my opinion. It's creamy fresh, it's minty, it's got tonka bean, You can wear this all year round. It's so versatile. Like there's debates on whether it's a summer fragrance or a winter fragrance. I couldn't tell you what one I think it is. It's perfect in my opinion for the transitional months, spring and the transitional seasons, spring and autumn. Lasts a long time, gets you amazing compliments. This is one of my top 10 most complimented fragrance of all time, by the way. Yeah, love it. Absolutely love it. Next up at 24 is Amouage's Epic Man. I think this has bumped up a few places since the last time. It's very spicy and bold. It's a statement, this thing. Epic Man is a great way to put it, because it is very epic, and you have to be, you know, kind of like serious and ready to be, you know, be smelled by other people with this thing. This is not something that you kind of can shy away with. How can I describe it? It's like, I always say this, it's like a spice cart in the Middle East on the Silk Road that's just burst into flames, and you've got all the spices in the dry desert air, and you've got all the spices and all the wood burning. That's what this is. It's got oud. It's very oudy and resinous. It's a very manly scent. It's a very epic scent, as the fragrance says. I get really good compliments with this, actually. I've never had someone say that they dislike it. In the air as well, the sillage and the scent trail of this thing is where this thing will pull the compliments. To me and you, right? People who love fragrances, and if you're this far in on the video, I'm sure that you love talking about fragrances way too much. This thing, when you smell it really close, you can pick out all the notes in it, and it is almost a bit harsh, but in a nice way. Really good one. I need to stop talking about it. I need to move on. Next up on the list, at number 23, is, at the time whenever I first ever smelled it, was my favourite fragrance of all time. Just like earlier when I talked about Ultra Male, saying like it's one of my favourite scents, my favourite smells ever by a fragrance. At the time as well, this one was also one that I really liked, and I thought this was amazing. It's Dolce & Gabbana The One Eau de Parfum. It's warm, it's perfect for a date night. It's got like ginger, tobacco, these really nice spices, grapefruit. I really, really like this thing. It just smells like a fresh, clean man, right? Like a, you know, Hollywood actor, model guy in like, you know, a film sort of thing. That's probably what they would smell like. Very versatile, it's very seductive. Like I said, it's perfect for a date night. And it sits quite close to the skin, so it's just something that people come to you and they're drawn in. I think I classed this as a liquid gold fragrance in one of my videos. I did actually, yeah. And yeah, it is. It's amazing. If I turn the bottle around, you can see the colour there. I think I included it in the thumbnail. I absolutely love this one. Another date night fragrance coming in at the number 22 spot is La Nuit de l'Homme. In my date night video, it went quite down low on the list. It's this smooth cardamom. It's very seductive. I do really like the scent of it. I probably need to get a few sprays out of this because I haven't sprayed it in a while, and get that kind of cardamom back. I think the lavender has really taken over this fragrance since I've not sprayed it, and it does smell a little bit kind of off-putting at the moment. So yeah, I'm probably gonna go outside and spray it into the air a few times and get some air back into this bottle, because I've been wearing it a little bit less because of that. But it sits close to the skin, like I said. It's very seductive, and it's great for a date night. At the number 21 spot, remember earlier on in the video when I talked about Immortelle and, you know, these other sparkly grapefruit fragrances that I'll wear less and less, because there's another one on the list that I wear way more. This is the one I was talking about. Sospiro Vibrato. I wore this one the other day. Again, talking about memories, this reminds me of when I was away on holiday. It's this fresh grapefruit, this sparkly kind of like lemonade, 7-Up sort of smell. It's very easy to wear. It lasts forever. It's, wow, that's a noise. Bit of an annoying sound. Weird bottle as well, that is velvet. Is it velvet? Yeah, it's velvet. But yeah, in terms of compliments, this is one of my most complimented fragrances of all time. and I've not had it for that long. It smells so good. Quite classy, actually. But you can wear this with anytime, anywhere. It's very versatile, and it will get you amazing compliments. Speaking of compliments, guys, this one just is incredible. It's Aventus cologne. I do not have the original Aventus, but I have got this, and I'm very glad I have this. It's got that Aventus style. It's got this really nice red apple note. It's very nice to wear, and it's got a little bit of. I've got so much fragrances in front of me that I can't find it. If you were to mix, I'll use this as the example. If you were to mix the original Aventus, let's just say this is Aventus, and this fragrance here, Chanel Allure Homme Sport, if you were to mash them together, you would get Aventus cologne. So it's got that really nice, bright, aquatic scent that this thing's got. And then it's also got the Aventus DNA, and they put it together in this fragrance. Gets really good compliments. It lasts forever on clothes. And for a summer fragrance, this thing's really, really good. In my opinion, I think this is more of a better buy than the original Aventus, which is why I've not got it, because I got this instead. And yeah, does really, really good. At number 19, this is one of my favourite Chanel fragrances. It's this one here. Chanel Edition Blanche, or Allure Homme Sport Edition Blanche. Smells like a lemon meringue pie. Super fresh, super creamy. If you like lemon, you will love this thing. It's so sophisticated. I wore this to a wedding in Gran Canaria. I was wearing a nice blue suit, like a light blue suit, and where we were was this really nice, like, botanical garden. I'm talking about memories again with fragrances, and this was perfect for that. It's very upscale, very classy, and oh man, I love wearing this. It's just summertime Swiss Army knife, and it gets amazing compliments. It lasts forever, and I think this is the Eau de Parfum version. It is so good. I love this thing. One of my favorite Chanel fragrances, in my opinion, one of the best Chanel fragrances that they currently do, or have done. At number 18 is another Amouage that's being discontinued. I'm very annoyed, but I'm very glad I've got a bottle of this. It's this one here, Imitation Man. Let's appreciate this bottle design again from the Amouage fragrances that have been discontinued. And yeah, this thing is very unique. It's quite sweet. It's got citron in it, which is this lemony, sweet pear, almost looking fruit, and it's got leather in it as well. It's very underrated. It's a very weird fragrance, but in a really cool way. Got an almost kind of like damp smell to it. The way I like to describe it is it smells like if you were to slice up a bunch of pears, put a bunch of brown sugar on those pears, and then if you were to go down into your basement where it's got a little bit of this damp smell and leave the plate with the pears and brown sugar, that's what this would smell like. Very weird way to describe it, but there's a very accurate way to describe it. And it smells amazing. When you spray it and you smell it on you throughout the day, it's just really good. I really like that fragrance. At number 17, we have got the first Louis Vuitton fragrance on our list. I don't have a lot of the Louis Vuittons. I might have to get more. But this thing, Pacific Chill, I wore this to Mallorca. And it's this really fresh, fruity. I think this has got fig in it as one of the main notes. It's very uplifting. It's literally like a fruity cocktail, which when you're on holiday, you have a lot of them anyway. But that is what this is in a bottle. Summertime, breezy, easygoing, not too serious. Smashed cocktails, fruit smoothie, all together. Smell it? Yeah, amazing. But unfortunately, the performance is absolutely shit. It's terrible. The performance is so bad on this thing. You have to reapply it that's why there's none left. You have to reapply this like every couple of hours to smell it. and especially with the sun evaporating it, you got to go very heavy on the sprays. But for a summer fragrance, for being very light, for memories and all the stuff that I class as a good fragrance, that's why it's so high up on this list. I love the smell of it. I love the quality of the smell of it. I love the notes that they put in it. It's very unique and it just does a really good job. Speaking of summer fragrances, at number 16, we have got another Creed, another amazing bottle design, Millésime Impérial. Salty, fruity, very luxurious scent, very smooth. Like what we talked about with the clone of it, Milestone by Armaf. This thing, although the newer batches are less salty sea breeze, which is what I liked about this thing when they were in the 120ml bottles, the ones that kind of like had this sort of look to them, with the kind of like squared off thing, they were a lot more salty. This thing's a little bit more floral sandalwood, but it has got this melon note in it too, which keeps it fresh and uplifting. The older batches were way better, but this thing does still smell very classy, very smooth, almost kind of buttery. I class this as a liquid gold fragrance, and it is. It's so good. So yeah, 16 spot, it's Millésime Impérial. Performance just isn't amazing with it, unfortunately. At number 15, this thing is the complete opposite, where the performance is mega. It's this one here. It's the only one I've actually got from the house in terms of a bottle. It's Argos Triumph of Bacchus. I think this one is just the Eau de Parfum. It is. They do have an extrait version, I think, which has got like a white label. But this thing is, I don't think you have to worry about that too much, because this mega performs. It's super loud, it's super shouty, it's super bright. It's got a bunch of different things in it. It's got like cognac, it's got peach. It's very sweet, it's very bold, it's got a very strong presence. Now, you wear this when you do want to be loud and you do want to be seen and you do want to, you know, be the center of attention. Now, this, I don't think I've actually said this in a video before, but it reminds me of like, well, Triumph of Bacchus. Look at the story behind this. But yeah, to me, like, this just smells like a something that maybe like a Roman emperor would smell like, or something like that. From, you know, all the peaches and all the, you know, the fruits and stuff like that. Very, very nice one. I always say that if I were to have a fragrance and make my own fragrance, I'd probably put every single note that is in this fragrance in it. Really good one. I don't wear it too much, but in terms of the actual scent and the smell of it, wow, it's one of the best that I've ever smelled. At number 14, my lucky number, I wore this one as well when I went away. So I wore Pacific Chill, and then the other one that I had, probably made the mistake that they were too similar, is this one here. At number 14 is Creed's Virgin Island Water. I picked this one up last summer. I've known about this one for so long. Smells amazing. There's not really too much things out there that can get this right. Simon Maroli, or whatever it's called, Party on the Bay, that apparently is a little bit better than this in terms of performance and stuff. But Virgin Island Water, it's coconut and lime. It is a perfect summer fragrance. It's so in terms of like aspirations and stuff like that, this fragrance is like the guy who's done it, right? They're living on a beach with no care, no worries, easy breezy, life is fine. When you spray this thing on, you kind of do get that vibe from it. You want to wear this when you need to chill out, right? And you need to, you know, take things down a notch. This is like the guy who just has won, and they'll wear this thing. Perfect for summer, right? Obviously, we're not all there yet, so, you know, you can't go around wearing this every single day. This is like a treat fragrance that you wear in the summertime, in the hot weather. And it is just a perfect vacation fragrance, which is what it's perfect for. I love, love, love the smell of it. One of my friends, who's also big into fragrances, he's got a collection of like 50 or something. He is really against Creed fragrances, but he absolutely loves this exact one. It's the only one that he likes. and this would creep up a bit on my list in terms of scent. In terms of smell, I love this. I love coconut, and one of my favorite fragrance notes of all time is lime. So those two fragrances together is why this thing is so high up on this list. Unfortunately, just like Pacific Chill, the performance is not amazing. So yeah, it goes down a little bit on the list. Next up, at 13 is another Chanel, is Bleu de Chanel Eau de Parfum. So it's fresh. It's this blue, like ambroxany note. It's got incense in it. Quite mysterious. Mr. Versatile. Okay, wear this with any outfit. I like to wear this going out. My girlfriend really likes this fragrance. I'll wear this if we go out like on a date or something like that, or if I want to surprise her with something. It's her favorite fragrance. It's a lot of people's signature scent. It gets amazing compliments. It's one of these fragrances where it's really addicting, where you want to come back to it, and because it's so easy to wear, because it's so nice, because it's so, Chanel, powderiness, classiness, I tend to be wearing it a lot, and it's really high up on my rotation. I really like the scent of it, and it's just a really, really good fragrance. Would probably be in my top 10 for life fragrances. But it was really hard to place a designer, not to say that designers are bad, obviously, but compared to the niche fragrances, it's hard to rank in the top 10. Next up on the list, at number 12, this one's gone down a lot. It's Overture Man. Now, it's still one of my favorite fragrances. It's still so complex. There's so much going on to it, and it's such an addicting scent. It's really dark. It's really boozy, and it's very, very shouty and out there. One spray of this is even too much. It's oh god, this might have been Ramsey as well, or I might have read this from like a review. This smells like what did they say? It's very animalic as well, by the way. A little bit like a barnyard scent. This smells, someone said it smells like if you were to dump a bunch of cognac over like a leopard's head and smell the back of its head. I'm like, I've obviously never done that, but that is potentially what this could smell like, apparently. But I get it. Like, I totally get it, because it is very animalic. It is very boozy. Really nice grapefruit note in here. I think this has cumin in it too. A little bit like Black Iris. Oh, sorry, or like Interlude, cumin. What had the... Oh, that was it, Fate Man. So it has got this animalic, boozy, BO smell. So a lot of people would really not like this. Some people, I've seen this come up on Facebook groups having like less than a spray, and they just do not get along with it. But if you can look past that, like I said, there's a lot going on to this fragrance. It's good. It's a very fleshy grapefruit smell too. So yeah, I really like it. I really like dissecting this fragrance, smelling it on my hand, and being like, okay, like this is where I get this, this is where I get this, this is where I get this. There's a lot going on to it, and that's why I really like this one. I have worn a fair few bits of this, but yeah, it's not really that wearable. But in terms of the scent, it's so good. If you've ever watched the film Anchorman and they bring out that panther fragrance, that actually probably could be what's in it. Funny clip if you've not watched that. So yeah, at the number 12 spot is Overture Man. Next up, we've got another Amouage. We've got a couple more to go from the House of Amouage, but this one here, again, it has dropped down a few places, is Reflection 45. It's creamy, it's smooth, it's got this vanilla in it. It's like the original Reflection Man, but done in an Amouage way. I actually get a little bit of like a ginger note, a spicy note in here that the original Reflection Man does not have. But because it being an X straight, 45% concentration, this thing does sit quite close to skin, but it sits the skin forever. Someone pulled me up on this actually, and it makes a lot of sense, saying that this is actually better for the summer because the heat allows it to project. which makes total sense. In the winter, although this is heavy and it's quite quite a lot and quite spicy, you can obviously wear this in the winter time, but it's not going to project as much. And since I saw that comment, I've been wearing this a little bit more in the summertime. And by the way, like, can we appreciate this this bottle design? Like, incredible. Like, well, there you go. That's the shot. Look at that. Can I put it in the light and show it like that? Kind of. Yeah, a little bit like Fate Man. I love the bottle design of this. But yeah, wearing this in the summertime, getting that resinous, that creaminess, the white florals coming out, the spiciness, the resins, a bit like Overture. So much going on in this, and it gets such good compliments, and I love wearing it. I love the scent profile of it. Okay, so we are moving on to our top 10. My top 10 favorite fragrances, the ones that I'm reaching for the most, and whenever I wear them, I absolutely love them. I feel amazing wearing them. They smell so good. They are, like I said, if I only had to have 10, these would probably be my 10. Maybe I would add in Bleu de Chanel too, I don't know. If I had to narrow it down, yeah, I'm going to add these 10. So coming in last place, this thing has crept its way up my list so much. It's Perfume Somali Layton. I don't think I could not have this in my collection anymore. I always seem to wear it because it's so nice and easy to wear. It's apple, vanilla, spicy, like an apple pie. Compliment factor is off the charts. Performance is great. I love this fragrance. It's so addicting. Like I said, apart from obviously Detour Noir, wherever that is, apart from this, which is the cologne, there's not too much things out there that can smell like this and can do the job that this thing does. Just smells very manly. Really, really good, really addicting, really sweet, really fresh from the apple. But yeah, really sweet from the vanilla and the spices to it. I really get along with this fragrance. Could talk about it forever, but yeah. Next up on the list, number 10 spot is Layton by Perfume Somali. At the number 9 spot, I think this one also dropped a fair few places. I've had a bit of a play around with my top 10, and this one is, in my opinion, my favourite designer fragrance. It's again from Chanel, so you'll see a common theme. The Chanel fragrances, in my opinion, are almost niche quality. My favourite Chanel is Chanel Antaeus. That would be a really good video to watch actually after this one. The ranking every single one of my Chanel fragrances, if you're interested in that. I love it. Wow. This is old school, right? I know we talked about, oh, that would be a good video to do, my favourite old school fragrances. I know we talked about Silverman being like this kind of older style. Antaeus, this came out in the 80s. This is also old school style. It's classic, it's very musky, it's very powerful, it's very masculine. I get a little bit of like a pine freshness in it. It's got rose, like I said, it's got musk. The main note being castoreum. I know nowadays you can't have castoreum, which is like the scent glands of beaver, which, you know, you can't have that anymore. So it's obviously a synthetic alternative for this bottle because it's newer, but such a classic. This is like the fragrance that, if you're my age, 25, like your dad would have probably worn, and maybe even his dad would have worn back in the 80s and the 90s. So musky, right? Like, I know we were talking about the fragrance from Anchorman. That you could probably even put this in that bottle too, you know, where it's very pungent and stings the nostrils. But like, this is a manly fragrance. Like, this is what, you know, man who's got, you know, hairs on his chest would wear. This is something you wear to put hairs on your chest. Really like it. It's really enjoyable. It's got this really nice mix of like freshness, like pine freshness, rose in here too, and also this mix of muskiness. It's a little bit like, where is it gone? It's a little bit like Toy Boy where it has got that rose and that spiciness, but in my opinion, it's done in a bit of a nicer, more addictive way. I really like it. The last designer on the list as well. Oh no, second to last designer on the list. At number 8, this one has been creeping up my list and creeping up my list. I like a lot more sophisticated fragrances now. That sounds really snobby. I'm going away from the sweet fragrances, just because that seems to be less and less my style. I'm starting to go more into like the more spicy, the more kind of like classic, refined fragrances, I suppose. This one is up there for that. We've talked about a few different Creed fragrances on the list. You're going to see a lot more, by the way, just to let you know, as we come to the top 5 spot. Royal Oud. It's woody. Like I said, it's very classy. It's very refined. It's got this really nice note of cedar wood. Almost like an out of the barbershop scent. I love it. If you've ever smelled Spice Bomb by Victor and Rolf, if you were to take that down a notch and just be left with like the spiciness and the woodiness, that's what you get from this. A perfect winter fragrance, but as long as you're not wearing it in super high heat, you could wear this as a signature scent. Like this is like a proper, like I'm wearing a pretty casual 3/4 zip. This is what you wear when you wear like a black, like Ralph Lauren or Gant, you know, like this is an old money scent. Royal Oud, I'll be honest, it's a very old money fragrance. Something that, you know, you would wear in like an estate in the UK and like, you know, the Scottish Highlands or something like that, I don't know. But yeah, it's a really good fragrance. You smell and you feel a lot more important when you wear it. And yeah, I just love it. I love that one. It's starting to creep up and up on the list. People say that is the best Creed, which I get. I completely get that. But for me, there's, of course, being my list, there's other ones that are slightly better than it, in my opinion. At the number 7 spot, Lucky 7, this is the last designer one on the list. I think this was a bit higher up the last time I made this list. But wearing this more and more, it's better and better and better. Whenever I first ever bought it and first ever smelled it, I was blown away. And I'm not normally blown away by a fresh fragrance, a fresh, clean fragrance, but this thing did it. This thing managed to exceed my expectations for a fresh fragrance. It's this one here, Louis Vuitton Imagination. I know it's a bit hyped. It's a little bit like how Sauvage is hyped up and everyone compares it to, like, you know, top 10 most complimented fragrance to, you know, panty dropper fragrances, wear this. I get it, right? But I bought this because I had Pacific Chill. I'm like, actually, if people are talking about Imagination and Pacific Chill's as good as what it is, let's give this thing a go. And like I said, my expectations were quite low with it. But whenever I smelled this, wow, it blew me away. It's this fresh citrus. It's got this black tea note in it. Huge compliment getter, like I said, but it's more about the profile of it. It just smells fresh and clean. And yeah, I remember I said before that this smells like a guy who's just got his stuff together. A young guy, a young, like, you know, tech founder, agency owner, etc., etc. Drives a white McLaren, right? Has got, you know, a really nice watch, etc. Where's this? And I still hold that belief where I think, you know, this is definitely some guy who's, like, you know, got his stuff together. It smells really fresh and clean, fresh fabric softener. I really like this fragrance, and yeah, it does just smell like, you know, fresh and clean, and just like a breath of fresh air for the summertime, and whenever you want to wear it. I really like wearing it. Really good one. Next up, though, at the number 6 spot, this one I class as my signature scent. So I try and wear it more often than not. If I'm not sure what I want to wear, I'll throw this thing on. If I want people to have a fragrance that reminds me of them, obviously, you know, it's quite hard when you've got 100 fragrances and, you know, people are going to see you and smell you with different ones most of the time. But I want them to remember me by this, a Rolfer. In my opinion, it's... Ooh, I'm looking at the other couple I've got on my list. But I want to say, this is quite contradictory, obviously, but this, to me, if I had to throw every fragrance away and only have 1 or 2 fragrances, like, come on, someone, you got to at least give me a fresh fragrance and then a warm fragrance. This would be my fresh fragrance. I love it. It's a fresh sea breeze. It's clean. It's uplifting. It smells like, shower gel, fresh, clean, quite classic. Arolfa, even the name is like to do with the Creed family and stuff like that, of when they would go yachting and everything, apparently. But I love it. I love the smell of Arolfa. It's so good. And like Imagination, it does just smell fresh and clean, but classy too. Not that Imagination isn't classy, but yeah. You're not really going to smell like too much people with that one. I love it. So moving on to the top 5. This was really hard to rank my top 5. This changes. I'm probably going to edit the video and be like, actually, maybe you could have swapped 4 and 5. I don't know. Should I do it? I'm going to do it. I'm actually going to switch them around right now. So what I was going to put in number 4 is actually now number 5. Coming at number 5 is Xerjoff's Naxos. Literally just made the change now. Sweet, honey, so addicting. I literally wore this last night on my hand and can still smell it actually. Yeah, honey, yeah, so good, so good. Liquid Gold, I know I said it in the video that I made about liquid gold fragrances, and it's so good. Like, my favorite one from Xerjoff. There we go. That's the gold that I'm on about. Look at that. It's glowing. Naxos, honey, tobacco, vanilla, sweet, lemon, a little bit of freshness to it. So good. This kind of like pipe tobacco, so it's a little bit rough around the edges, but like, smoothed out by all that honey. I love this thing. It lasts forever. It gets amazing compliments. There's not too many things out there that smell like it. It reminds me a tiny bit of Pure Havane by Mugler, Thierry Mugler, before it was discontinued. And yeah, it's just a little bit like that, but in a better version. And in terms of sweet fragrances, it's one of the best. So yeah, coming in at number 5 was Naxos by Xerjoff. I've actually sold off 2 bottles of Xerjoff, and this is my last bottle now. So yeah, I'm going to keep safe hold of that one. At number 4, where we just swapped them round, is Sunshine Man. I want to put this above Naxos for now, because, like we said with Naxos, it's sweet and it just smells like liquid gold. Now, I've just made the decision to put this above it because Sunshine Man is that as well, but it's a little bit warmer. It's a little bit more unique. It's another discontinued homage. I even had to get a tester to just make sure I actually got the bottle. I could not find this anywhere. I was looking for months for it, and it's a tester. Wow. Yeah, I want to even put it higher. I want to put it higher, but I can't because the other 3 are so good. It just smells like a warm ray of sunshine. It's got lavender. It's got orange brandy, so it's a little bit boozy. It's a little bit like Argos, Triumph of Bacchus, but better. But yeah, this thing, it's got lavender, brandy, immortelle, orange, juniper berry, clary sage, bergamot. This is the big one that I'm getting is tonka bean, vanilla, and cedar. So it takes all the different fragrances that we've probably talked about before, like, Chanel with the tonka bean, like Bois de Portugal with the lavender, like what was the one with the brandy in it, or the rum note with side effect. It's like the really boozy note in it. You had the cedar wood from the Royal Oud. I'm going to reach over and get it. Of Royal Oud, and it takes all of my favourite notes, just like with Triumph Bacchus, But the smell of this is crazy. I love it, and it's such a relaxing fragrance and so unique. That's why I'm so upset that Sunshine Man got discontinued, because I've not been able to smell something that smells like it. So this is a holy grail fragrance in my opinion, and I've never decanted it. I'm never going to decant it, and I'm going to keep safe hold of this forever. And luckily you can spray it quite lightly because it's so strong. I remember before I was the first day I got it, I had my window open in my old place we were in, and I had the window cracked open. The kind of breeze was coming in whilst I was there. After I'd sprayed it on my hand, and I'm moving my mouse around with the hand that I sprayed it on, and like for the entire 5 hours, and this is the thing with Sunshine Man, is it's constantly I could smell it whilst I'm working, and it just smelled amazing every single time that I was wearing it. So yep, I'm going to stop talking about it because I could talk about this thing forever. I need to do a review of this. If you want to see what I've talked about this in a bit more detail, there's a video, a really good video on my favourite amouage fragrances which is on the channel. If you're going on a binge of fragrances and fragrance reviews, I've got some really good in-depth videos like this, as a shameless plug. At number 3, I'm surprised this went so high up on the list, but again, speaking about rotations, how often I wear them, how much I like them, how much I enjoy the scent profile, the versatility, blah, 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 all the things that come into actually the, memories and all this stuff, nostalgia, etc. All the things that I rate for a fragrance, puts this thing high up on the list. At the number 3 spot is Green Irish Tweed by Creed. It's fresh and green, it's timeless, it's just pure class. If you've ever smelled Davidoff's Cool Water, it's the same perfumer. And man, this thing is it's amazing. It's a Swiss Army knife, first off. It came out in the 80s, so it's a classic, and it still smells modern. It still smells like something that would come out today. Like, this is, when you talk about fragrances for life, this is always in that bracket for me. Ambergris, the sandalwood. It's a very simple note breakdown on this, apparently. It's got iris, violet leaf, ambergris, and sandalwood, so there's not too much going on in it. But that's good, because you just smell fresh and clean, and you smell like $1 million or $1 million bucks, like you're not even trying. It's so good. If I want to go out and get compliments, I'll wear this. If I just don't know what to wear, I'll wear this. If I want to smell amazing and, like I said, feel like $1 million bucks, I'll wear this. You can wear it anytime, anywhere, with anything, with any occasion, regardless of how you feel, etc. It's a Swiss Army knife. It smells amazing. It's timeless. It has so many good memories. Like, I smell this and it reminds me of like childhood, as if someone probably even had this back then. And universally, one of the most liked scents or smells is freshly cut grass, and that is actually basically what this thing smells like, is freshly cut grass. Love it. It's timeless. So for my business, I will go out to people's houses and do quotes sometimes, and when I'm doing those quotes, I'll wear this one because it's professional, it's safe, but you also smell really good. So yeah, first impressions count, and I love it. So yeah, at number 3 is gotta be there, is Creed's Green Irish Tweed. At the number 2 spot, this one is it battled hard to get here. And speaking about timeless fragrances, I gotta put this thing in here. Although with Green Irish Tweed, like it could probably it could come out now and no one would bat an eye. This thing, funny enough, it actually was the opposite of Green Irish Tweed. This thing came out recently, but it smells like it came out in the 80s, which is quite funny actually. Number 2 spot of my favourite fragrance in my collection, we've got this one here. Let me show you the juice colour too, if you can see that. Oh, shoot, I've actually not got a lot of this. I'm gonna have to get another bottle. Look at that. That is not a lot. Is Creed's Viking. It smells fresh. Oh, man, wow. It smells minty. It smells masculine. It just smells like confidence. People always say like Aventus is their best fragrance, it's Creed's best fragrance. No. Got it all wrong. If people say like Aventus is the king, I think this is the king. Right, this is the emperor. This is the king. This thing is the true king. This is the true heir to the throne. I'd say that Green Irish Tweed has always been the prince. At one point, you know, it was actually the main thing from Creed. Speaking about princes and kings, Prince Charles, King Charles wears this, sorry, or has been known to wear it. A lot of famous people have been known to wear Green Irish Tweed. But coming on to Viking, in my opinion, this should be the crown of Creed. Quality, it's still got the quality. In terms of masculinity, right, this is it in a bottle. In terms of confidence, that is this in a bottle. In terms of how it smells, it's amazing. It's so addicting. I know that this thing's got rose, it's got pink pepper in it. It smells a little bit like Old Spice, and when it came out, people compared it to Old Spice. There is a reason why Viking cologne was so down on the list compared to Viking. This Viking cologne, even like the colour's a little bit off, this is way more orangey and it goes in almost a different direction to Viking. The rose, the pink pepper, the spiciness, the mintiness, and like with Old Spice, right, there is like a fieriness in it. Perfect name, by the way. People didn't really get it, but Viking and the marketing behind this is it's supposed to be like with the Vikings. They came from a cold place, so you got the ice, right? You got the mintiness, you've got the freshness, and then you've also got the fieriness, right? When they would come and pillage, and you've got the fiery notes in here, like that pink pepper, okay? And it's this perfect blend of fire and ice. It's such an addicting scent. Like if we just go off the scent alone, I love it. It's like I said, whenever I look at my entire fragrances in front of me, if I were to pick one up and just want to keep continually smelling it, and if I had to smell like one thing and like this was my scent, this is up there. Like I would happily just want to smell like this DNA Viking all day, every day. And speaking of it, performance of this is one of the best from Creed. It lasts forever. It's underlooked. I mean, look, they even like did all the branding and stuff like that, like Aventus. I know I've only got Aventus cologne here, but the original Aventus had this like black labeling on it. Creed brought this out to be the successor of Aventus, and it apparently flopped. But I think this should be the successor of Creed's Aventus. I've got too much Creeds around me. Let's use this one. Royal Oud. See how the labels are different? Like this is like not, branded like Aventus thing is. This thing should be better than Aventus. This is the king. My favorite Creed to smell. Like I said, for myself, if I had to smell like something for good permanently, just give me this, right? Just give me deodorants, give me shower gels, beard thing, hair gel, body sprays, whatever scents that are out there, car air fresheners. I want to smell this all the time, constantly. So yeah, we'll put that one to the side. Before we talk about the number one spot, guys, if you've made it this far into the video, one, I don't even know how long this is. I've had to press record like 6 times because I've ran out of storage. If you've made it this far and you've not skipped to the end, please don't forget to drop a like in this video. Like I said, I've been here for ages. My neck's absolutely killing me because I'm like leaning forward a little bit. I've had to move all these fragrances. I'm going to have to finish this video and move them all off my desk and put them back where they live. And I plan this video quite a lot. So please drop a like on this video. Share it to someone who you think would enjoy this. Comment anything you can. It really helps out on the channel. It helps show that, this wasn't just for nothing. Please don't forget to drop a like. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. Like I said, if you're a fan of fragrances, I don't normally do videos this long, don't worry. But I do like to talk about them, and I do like to feature a bunch of different videos for a bunch of different occasions. Please don't forget to subscribe as well if you want to be part of that community. Number one, if you've been on the channel, you followed for a little bit of time, you've probably maybe even seen my last ranking every single one of my fragrance videos, you can click off because you know what's coming up. Number one, it's, in my opinion, the best fragrance that has ever been made, ever. When we talk about the king of fragrances, the king of Creed, Viking wins it. When we talk about the king of fragrances in general that have come out over the last 100 years, the next 100 years, for me, right, this is obviously subjective. Fragrances are subjective. But in terms of a fragrance that I think is the top, the best, this has to be there. It's this one here. Amouage Jubilation 25. I talked about this in my liquid gold fragrance video, where I do go into a bit more detail, but this thing here, Jubilation 25, oh my, it's got, well, look, it's fruity, it's resinous, it's spicy, it's just a luxurious masterpiece fragrance, basically. It's got blackberry, it's got honey, it's got myrrh, it's got all these different amouage notes to it. This was, so a little bit of a backstory about amouage. They're from Oman. Now, Oman, the Middle East, desert country, a lot of these countries are known for their oil. Now, the Sultanate of Oman, at the time of making amouage, didn't want Oman to be known as just this country where they just produced oil, right? So he commissioned the House of Amouage, the Sultanate of Oman, commissioned the House of Amouage to be known as, to help Oman to be known for other things. The other thing is fragrances. Now, so the slogan from Amouage is known as the gift of kings. And here it is. Here is the gift from the kings. This fragrance. When I smell this, when I wear this, you feel like the king of the world. I'm the king of the world! I can't compare it to anything apart from like just pure like a palace, a golden palace or something like this, like a fountain of gold. Like that is what this is, and like you've scooped out 100 ml and put it in a bottle. That is what this thing is. The honey note in here, the blackberry note, they work so well. The resins in here generally do just smell like, okay, I've just gone to like a billionaire's cupboard and he's got one fragrance in there and it's this. And yeah, it is the best fragrance. And it's a fragrance that's actually not too shouty. People complain, and luckily, if I get my bottle back, I have got an old style bottle. I've not got an ivory cap one, which is the one to get, by the way. Where is it? Silverman has got this ivory cap. Unfortunately, I don't have an ivory cap version of Jubilation 25. If I did, wow, I would probably pay whatever someone's offering for it. But this one is the next best thing. It's got the name Jubilation on the collar. The new ones have got it on underneath, where it says the name underneath. So reflection, you can see there, it's got it underneath. Step up from that is the ones, where is it? And then the step up from that is the ones that have got it on the side. So like this Sunshine Man, you can see it's got it on the side. This one, it lasts a long time. But the thing is with Jubilation is I like to wear it for me. And no one, like, you know, if other people don't like it, like I know my friend who I said who has 50 fragrances loves Virgin Island Water. He does not understand why I like Jubilation 25 that much, which is fine, because I don't wear it for anyone else. I wear that fragrance. I wear Jubilation 25 for me, because funny enough, it sits close-ish to the skin. It doesn't project crazy. But I don't know what it is, but you're literally in this bubble with Jubilation. When you turn your head, right, when you're kind of like swinging back and forth, when you're just kind of walking, where it sits, it's like, it is like here, and you can smell it constantly. And when you do smell it, it's like, oh wow, okay, yep, I'm wearing Jubilation, I feel amazing. So for me, that's why it's my favorite fragrance, because it's the way it makes me feel, how it smells, the notes in here, the whole story behind it. It's why Amouage is my favorite fragrance house. And yeah, it's just gotta be there at number one. I don't think that's ever changing. I don't. So that's the thing with this is number 2 spot, Viking. I said I would like to smell like this all the time. I would love to smell like this all the time, but it's almost too special for me to smell like that. You know, it's like a special occasion to even wear this. This is the only time I will wear it. I mean, also the name, Jubilation 25. Maybe this was brought out for Amouage's 25th anniversary, I think it was. But even the name Jubilation is fitting for when you wear the fragrance. We've been going for a while, right? I need a water break. I need to go and lie down because my neck is killing me. If you ever film videos and like you sit down for them for a while, the back of your neck just absolutely kills. If you made it this far into the video, please don't forget to drop a like. Like I said, it's going to take me probably another half an hour to go and put all these fragrances back. Please don't forget to subscribe as well. I don't usually make videos this long. I've got other ones. Like I said, there's a few other videos that I would recommend you watch after this if you like this one. The ranking every one of my Amouage fragrances, ranking every one of my Creed fragrances, liquid gold fragrances, 10 fragrances for life. All of those I go into a bit more detail on, like the top 10 especially, and all the different Amouage fragrances. A little bit like this style of video, the longer style ones. I'll shameless plug it. If you want to learn how to actually grow a collection this big, the way that I do it is by something called fragrance decanting. So you get one of these, little syringe, you get a little sample bottle, and then what you do, you suck the juice out, and then you put it into a small bottle, and then you split it, and then you make your money back. And then when you get down to half a bottle of this, and you've paid off the bottle, you can either keep going, or you rinse and repeat with a different bottle. And that's how you manage to grow a collection this big. I will leave a link down in the description below for the step-by-step of how I managed to actually set all that up and the logistical side, so that, you know, you're not messing everything up and you actually set up your own decanting thing from the get-go. I will leave that down in the description below. There's a fair few fragrances that I'm looking to get for this year, which might even change up my list. I'll try and do one of these every year if I can. I'm not too fussed on getting all these bottles out every single time I have to do this anyway. But all that said, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video, hopefully.